Hey everybody, I'm Nerf here, and welcome back to Fossil Hunters. This very well could be the last episode, I don't know, but we're gonna find out. Like, we're gonna find out. Okay, we need explosives. Or bridges, but probably bridges. Actually, no, I think we just need... bridges. That's, I think... I already got that note, didn't I? Whoops. There's one more note here. I forget if I saw it or not. It's been a little bit since I last played. Gosh darn it, I just keep losing money. Gosh darn it. Okay, why is this Alright, so I need like 3 bridges. I'm gonna bring 4, I think, just in case. Oh, that's right, we saw something below. I'm guessing it's probably like a final level where we're gonna meet the guy. That's my guess. Also, since this rainbow gem is actually kind of interesting, we'll save that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 gem, 2 gem, 3 gem, 4 gem. I'll just give her 1 more for me. Make something with 1 wing and 1 skull with sharp teeth. Another rainbow gem. Oh, it's blocking it to the point where it wasn't even look like it started. It didn't even look like it had started to close. Well, ripperoni. Okay, that is that. Oof. Okay, I'm going to fall. I would just like, okay, I could not get up on that. Okay. And that was right there. That would have been really annoying. Like, you can find gems, but... Look, skull, wing, and sharp teeth. Alright, fucking kill me. Actually, I do have one more of these. Not all of these are ones that are used on the other side, but... Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. Nope. Okay. I am going to need another ridge. But I should be able to find sharp teeth and a wing. Dang it. I got one of them out, which is something. Actually, this is the speed one, or this is the bang on stuff one, isn't it? It is, okay. This is gonna save us time. I'm getting lazy. When it decides to collapse is really random. Like, really random. Apparently. Hey, look, a gem. Like, this is cool and all, but I really am not going to need these as much as you're giving them to me. There's literally one more over here. I guess there's one over there. Okay, there's some over there too. It's possible we don't actually need bridges, because it looks like we're finding everything here, but... kind of a might as well type situation. Actually, what I should do is I should check. I dig through over here a little bit. Yeah, this is what I need over here. This is what I need over here. There's probably like one bone that you need to move to the other side. If I just find a sharp tooth skull, I might just take it. Like, I might just use it with this wing, and then go up and fetch another bridge. I don't know if another one of those exists. I imagine this is one we need. Probably, is this the one that we need all the way on the other side? I don't think I saw it on here. Yeah, it's one we need all the way on the other side. Now the fun part is this one I can push across. Okay, almost. I might have to die to do it. But I don't. I kind of want to just get a feel for the stuff that I'm gonna need. And that might mean just seeing what's available on each. That's another wing. Basically, it's like, am I going to be able to find it in there? And I think the answer is a pretty obvious no. I'm not going to be able to find the one that I found somewhere else for this one. Don't even care. Like, that's a price I'm willing to pay. I should just get him. I should just get a ladder. Oh right, I died. So I lost my power up. Okay, that might be an annoyance worth correcting. I don't think we need any of these anymore. Things I need to use more. Number one, the rotate, the freeze position and actually rotate button. Don't need that. There's a skull that I need. I'm going to take as long as I possibly can before I actually have to go back and get that other ladder. I'm going to see what I can get away with here. I already have a tail. Wing achieved. Two of those tall hips. I wonder if I find those. Okay, well, maybe not. So I just need 2 of those hip bones. Also, I should have placed this bridge elsewhere. It would have been less painful in the long run. Whereas, oh my gosh, this positioning is going to be pretty painful until I complete that skeleton. I mean, we're going decently fast here, but not as fast as I would like. I have a feeling we can't find those zip cones here. I think I don't need a curve, but over here does. Yeah, we still need some curves here. 2 curves to be precise. If it lets you get through more, the more bones you've uncovered, or some weird thing like that. Because it feels like it collapsed immediately right away, and now it's taking a lot longer. He lied. Yeah, I should grab that one. No, I wanted that one to get crushed. Okay, good. We're getting those pieces over here. No, we're just going to go ahead and remove that for a brief moment while we make room for that one. Oh, right, I'm a dumbass. Alright. Switching back to this again. Okay, look, it's one of these. I want to do something weird. I'm actually going to pull this through the other side and put it... Is that a dumb idea to do it this way? Probably, but it means that I don't have to remove that foot next time. Oh no, I got all the curves I needed, didn't I? Because you don't need curves. Nope, you just need 2 of those hip bones and 1 of those skulls. Okay, so where are the skulls? It's actually one of these hips over here. Okay. I'm not complaining about that, but that implies that I can't find the skull over here. This is a useful piece, just like that one. Okay, well, this completes the far skeleton, and I think I can push it across. That's useless. I think I might still need one more of these. Could be wrong. I should do a count. Beautiful. Skeleton 1 complete. Fantastic. Alright, well now I don't have to worry about these. That's not true, actually, at all. Means that I have the exact right number, including the ones that are over on the other side. There we go. It's just dumb, that's all. Here's the question. Right, you can't really push a stack of fossils, so... This is the other wing. Wait a minute, I already found the other wing. Oh my god. Game, I need you to not accidentally kill me in an obnoxious way, please. Okay, we might as well do this. It's gonna save us the time that we save by doing that, assuming that I don't immediately die, is very quickly recouped. It'd be nice to have found one of those triangle pieces sooner. Another one of those triangle pieces sooner than later, but... Actually, do this piece. I was half expecting that one to cause a cave-in and then have to panic, do this and die. So this one is also 2 pieces from being done. I really hate this so many bones that it's a problem. I need you to GTFO, thank you. This is why, as I said, this is actively annoying. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and assume, and perhaps it's wrong, that we're not finding the skull on this island, and that the skull's on this island. Like, that's just my assumption at this point. It's one of the correct skulls. It lived, sweet. Looks like it might live. So wait, that means this one's done. I wonder if it doesn't spawn in certain bones until you complete. No, that doesn't make sense. Right, but this means that hopefully I don't need bridges anymore. It means that I don't have to worry about most things. Except for having too many bones. This kind of implies that maybe well, I do know I can find the other bone that I'm looking for, that triangle over here. I'm only looking for a second skull because it completes. There we go. Alright, so now we're only looking for a skull, and technically I'm looking for 2 skulls. I don't know which of these is the easier to remove, but I think it's this one. Well, these 2. Triangle can go there are 3 correct ways. Alright, we're looking for a skull. I think the skull's over here, to be honest. It's not. Hell if I know. God damn it, why? It's gonna collapse right here. Just you watch. Which means I want to make as much space as I possibly can for this skull. Alright, so this is complete. I actually want to check if this is valid. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, we're going to finish this first. Boom. And then I'm going to hope that it stops being so stingy with the skulls. Actually, I'm going to go so far as to power up again. I don't think there's like a rarity associated with... I mean, I would believe a rarity associated with the bones, but at the same time, the way that sometimes these things happen, I don't quite believe it. I legitimately don't care. We just refresh the bones every now and again. Oh. Yeah, some of the different subsections are a little bit weird. Yeah, I could. Why? Alright, mission accomplished. It's basically space. I want to find out if he said, when he said one more, if he actually meant one more. because that's just me and my curiosity thing. But that's done. I'm curious what the next stage looks like, or if we're going to a whole new biome. Nope, last stage. Alright. This episode is going to run a little bit long, but that's okay. It's going to run long for multiple reasons. Because there's one last level that's probably bigger than all the others, and because I'm going to talk about how I liked the game. Okay. We're going to the last level. I'm definitely curious if there's a complete all quest thing, but I doubt it's enough. We're gonna be going back up anyway. I will almost guarantee it. Hey, look at this enormous skull. Here's some other enormous fossils around here somewhere too. You know what to do. Find those pieces and put them together so we can get rich. Oh my god, they're so kind. More junk. What was she doing? Was she doing a waste audit of this dino's hoard? There's one. Wait a minute, what? It says there's 1 out of 1 journal entries here. Oh, I didn't get the one on the previous floor. How do I get back up? Can I not get back up? I would like to find all of the notes and see if something happens, and I don't want to be trapped down here. Because it's very clear to me that we're trapped up here. Although I think it's going to respawn me in the elevator. No, it's not. Okay, I'm a little annoyed. Interesting. You just have to like... So we're gonna slowly unlock a whole bunch of different of these pillars, I guess. Okay, we have a lava lizard just being a dick. Oh, I see, the giant fossils over there. And, right, our... dick. Oh my, hello. Am I surprised by this? No, but... Okay, so it looks like there's 4 skeleton pieces. The fact that we have to watch this cutscene every time is slightly annoying, but we'll live, I'm sure. Actually, I'm not sure. I might die. Gosh darn it. I don't even want this one anyway. The skull, I saw the skull through there, so. I want to get rid of the claw. Oh my gosh. Well, fishtail. Almost guaranteed to be faster to get to the one that we know exists because, well, we know it exists. That should clear up everything else so we can drag the behemoth. What strength we have. It is just a little hilarious. I have a feeling that completing this skeleton is going to allow us to get back out, and that's what the whole shtick is. And of course, there are mushrooms. Okay, so we're starting to find those pieces that... Why are you giving me big pieces? Is this supposed to be like... I feel like this is supposed to be like the ultimate questing place. Like, you just come down here in the end and you just build your quest skulls. Your quest stuff here. No, did I actually save one of those? I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Oh, look, it's one of these. It's like, please? Clearly I'm just better at finding the stuff for over here. Just have to use the rotate. Lots of little cutscenes. Gonna lose like 2 or 3 minutes of my life to this. Luckily we have all the power-ups here, so it doesn't quite matter. Wait, that gets rid of that one? Okay, sure. Sure, you do you. And I saw one of those. Oh, here's this one. Just having trouble putting it in place. Alright, I definitely saw some of these over here. Oh, here's this one. It's gonna take us a little bit of time to move it. Once again, doing this is faster than hoping to get lucky and find it somewhere else, at least I think. Obviously, it could happen, it could appear right next to you, but we tried that for a little bit and it didn't work. See? That's exactly what I mean. There's no particular reason I'm doing this, but oh my gosh, can you please? Thank you. Definitely don't have to undo all of these. I have done. I wonder if you actually have to do all of it. Like if it'll make you. I mean, I imagine we still have to get the hand. Right, I need that. You definitely have to do enough of them. God damn it. Why did you respawn me all the way over there? I was already running back around. Alright. I'm gonna try and play this by the book. Yeah, I can't imagine how long this would take if you didn't have the strength. Oh, that's actually it. That's the wing. Yep. That's about on par with what I expect from this game. Damn wing. I guess I also need that. I haven't been looking for that. Oh, I bet you that one bone down south of this is actually this instead of the large. I thought it was the 2x2 skeleton thing. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong about now. Yeah. I thought that was the skeleton, the 2x2 skeleton. Like the Stegosaurus thing. This has one way to get rid of skeletons. Lol. gem for that. Alright, now give me a wing this time. Like last time, when it's enough to cave everything in. Let's check back up here. Oh my god. I'm gonna get myself killed by getting myself trapped. How hard is it to find this one stupid wing? I actually don't want to find it back here, because that would involve dragging things a very long distance, but... Oh, here we go. Well, that was good. And this should free up enough stuff. And now we destroy all the things, which I'm 100% for. I do not know how many dinosaurs died to generate this many fossils that just perpetually exist in this location, but it had to be a lot. This takes so long to just rotate. That's an ass ton of money. I appreciate that they gave us a whole bunch of tools, but they really weren't necessary. So I think one of the real, like, finishing points of the journal is, or finishing points of the game is completing the journal. I think that's going to do something. Because I think it's supposed to do something. Now, where the last thing is here, I do not know. I thought maybe I saw it, but... Oh my god, the speed. Speed is so dangerous. Okay, that's just a tree. It's a weird space tree, but it's a tree nonetheless. Look, I just... Okay, there's nothing over there. I just want to look, and it just was refusing to let me. Right, I managed to get there. And then I fell to my death, which is probably fine. Oh, there it is. Scientist dogs. Okay. So I have a bad feeling. Maybe if I come back up here. For some reason I thought it said lab where instead of dig site 1. Nope, can't do anything over there. All right. So, Maybe I need to talk to the radio down here again. That actually makes some sense because he says different things maybe down here. Alright, so I feel a little disrespected. Alright, so here's the thing. I'm not really sure if it's the right way to do this. Okay. But maybe there's one of two options here. The first option is that none of this matters. There is no end game. We have completed it. Yay. Right? Like that's option number 1 here. Which feels unfortunate, to be honest. Like, it feels unfortunate. It feels like it's not very... Oh, no. I forgot about these guys. Maybe I don't want to build my skeleton here, but it's kind of too late now. I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to take this claw and put this claw there. 6 claws and 2 skulls. That's so many triples. So many three splits. It's kind of disgusting. So yeah, like, one of the things, I guess, I can start talking about the game while I do this, because I don't think this is going to be the last quest of the game, for multiple reasons that I can get into. But, overall, and I say overall because I think there's a lot to this game, overall, I think this game is fun. I mean, clearly I've played it this far, so I have to believe that to some degree. I think the game is fun. I do not think it is, like, the best dinosaur fossil building game ever, mind you. And I have my reasons. But I have a feeling that if you've watched this far, you've already figured that out. Or if you look at the, if you look at the episode number on this one, which I believe... Actually, I can... It's like 17 or 18 at this point. Like, that's a decent bit of time spent playing this game. Between a half an hour and an hour each. Right? Like, that's not insubstantial by any means. But it is... I don't know. It's sort of my nature, I guess, is how I should phrase it, to go this far. Like, I do play games probably more than I should. And when I say probably more than I should, I mean, like, if there's a game that I don't enjoy, I probably play it for longer than I should play it. I actually don't know all what qualifies as claws. So this could partially be on me. This has to be a claw, right? So the biggest flaws of this game. Well, let me talk about positives. Let me talk about positives here. the biggest positive of the game is that it is engaging, and it promises, like, okay, maybe not promises, but it definitely seems to imply that there is a larger mystery. And that is why you see me doing this thing that I'm doing right now, which is attempting to investigate the further mystery, because I really think there's a further mystery here. I hope there is. I will definitely, like, I will be the first person to admit they are disappointed if there is nothing more here than quests after this is done. And the thing is, even if there is something after the quests, if it's not after this quest, unless the next quest is super easy, like this place is designed, this last level is designed to be a quest maker. Like, work on your quest here. Like it feels like that's the point, because it's a big place that generates a crap ton of bones. Now, it would be nice if, I guess here's how I would do it. If I were a developer for this game, which I don't even know how many developers there are. It might be one guy. It might be a team of 30. I really don't know. Although I guess that does say something about the polish here, because I think there's some pretty decent polish to this game. But there we go. But if this isn't the last quest, then I'm gonna have to do more. And if don't make me go all the way up to the lab. There's a radio right here. Let me do it down here. Okay, that's annoying. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have some moment of truth here. So yeah, the positives of this game is, first off, that it's dinosaur themed, right? Like, I very much like dinosaurs. I was always a dinosaur kid. I think I mentioned this at some point in a previous episode. I wanted to be a paleontologist when I was a kid. Like, that's what I wanted to do. Oh my gosh. 10 pieces, 1 wing, 1 fin. Please open the box. So, like, that theme has power. And I know I mentioned it back in that episode, because I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I wanted to be a paleontologist, especially after seeing Jurassic Park and those movies, is that Jurassic Park themes are very powerful for me. They're something that I enjoy, and I know I enjoy. I mentioned the board game, Dinosaur Island. Because Dinosaur Island is a game that, in my opinion, is fairly mediocre. Like, it is a mediocre board game, but its theme is build your own Jurassic Park, which is an amazing theme, and it is a credit to them that it turned out pretty darn well. Like, it's a good game. It's fun, like, but it's not exceptional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, that game holds weight, and I still play it, and will probably not say no to playing it because I enjoy the theme so much. And because this game has a good theme, that's something to play. In fact, a Kickstarter that I backed and hope to be playing at some point with people is basically just Jurassic Park Left 4 Dead. It's a little bit different, but that's like where they're running. Like, that theme immediately caught my eye. So theme is positive. Theme can be positive, and theme can be negative. If this was about, I don't know, I'm sure I could come up with something, right? Like, there are boring things in this world. It's just I don't always tend to find. Okay, big bodied pieces. That shouldn't be too tough. So yeah, there are themes that are boring. An example of one doesn't quite jump out at me, but there are themes that are bad. And then there are themes that are, or games and things that are good despite their theme. Because it's a theme that maybe you didn't think would be interesting. Like there is a board game that is about building a family tree. Like that's literally it. That is the whole shtick. The whole shtick. And you look at that and you go, wow, that's a boring theme. And yet the gameplay is so well done for the theme. It's not just like a good game that happens to be themed poorly. Like it's a game that was done very, very well. Both for what it was and like just to bring that theme to life. Because it's not just about like building a family tree. It's about like building. This says 2 big bodies. Gotta find those, unfortunately. And the skull's not one of them. But yeah, that game surprised me immensely because it was so good, and I would play it again, and I own it at this point. So it's just like, okay, what do we do with that? Finding big bodies is hard. We found like 1. I don't think that counts as a big body piece. I think we weren't supposed to complete quests as fast as we did. Or sorry. I don't think we were supposed to complete levels as fast as we did, isn't compared to quests. That's a big skull. Don't want that one. A big body. So, theme... In conclusion, theme is really important. But it can be overcome. If it's not a good theme, it can still be overcome. That said, there are just some games that, you know, use their theme well enough that they're good. And perhaps not exceptional. And I think that's where this game lands. The theme is definitely enough to draw me in, as mentioned. And the theme... the game plays to its theme well. I cannot fault it for what it is in that regard. Now, that said, I did just say that it does it well, but not well enough for me to really love it. And I think that... oh my gosh. And I think that's fairly, like, reasonable, right? Like, this game is decent, but it very clearly has some flaws that, I mean, are fairly true. Like, first off, one of its positives, that it hints that there's more to it, so far isn't paying off. And if it does, even if it does, we did not complete quests on a 1-to-1 ratio with the levels, but it feels like I was pretty close. Now, some of these later levels definitely didn't do it as much. Like, definitely. And that's, I don't know if that's good or bad. Like the later levels, these later levels definitely didn't allow you to as easily. I feel like that's really worth noting. Like, they didn't. Like, this level is an exception because it's just spawning bones out the ass, but some of those levels gave you, like, exactly the bones you needed and nothing more. So it's just kind of like, okay, what was I ever actually supposed to do with that? Was there something? That's kind of the reason why I wonder how far off I am. Because it feels like I'm close, right? It feels like there are only so many bones. It feels like there's only so many quests left. Like 2 big body quests, or 2 big body bones is hard. And I think this level actually isn't the best one for it. To be honest, I think it's one of the other ones. Like, to the point where I'm actually gonna go... Except I don't know if it is. Because 27 is dangerous as fuck, and I don't know if I want to go back there. Oh no. Okay. Just never gonna dig over. Because all we have to do, and I mean all we have to do, is complete 2 of these, and these are still only 3 juncture bones, despite the fact that they are so large. Oh, that's right. Unfortunately, everything collapses here. Everything. I forgot that. That's why this is such a problem. So yeah, this is the problem when I try and do. Ooh my, that was close. When I try and do gameplay as well as do the review for the game. Okay, that's what we want. Game, I need you to calm the fuck down. This is what I'm talking about. What's happening here is so bullshit. Might be able to make this work now. Nope. Okay. That was very close. I don't know why I'm not using the rotate. You just have to complete it. It doesn't have to be pretty. I'm way too focused on completing these quests than to actually talk about what I think about this game, apparently. So yeah, the flaws in the game, because flaws are easy to enumerate. I don't know, I think the biggest flaw is that it's too repetitive. Like, don't get me wrong, they did a lot to make this not repetitive. The different biomes are unique. Like, they are unique. Don't let me convince you otherwise. Because they are. The biomes are unique. And the challenges that they each present are interesting in their own special way. Fuck this level, dude. Alright, just need to destroy a whole bunch of stuff. So that it can collapse and I can get another go. Well, let's talk about, when talking about flaws, we can't forget this. This is a flaw. This is an obnoxious fucking kill me now flaw. Like, this is horrible. I'm trapped. I am trapped. Like, I can start digging around out here and hope that I become untrapped, but it's incredibly unlikely. Like, this is going to collapse before I'm untrapped. At which point I have to start over. Nope, I am hella fucking trapped. What the fuck is this? Like, can I screenshot this? I'm screenshotting this. Like, I need to be able to show this to the developer. I already posted the comment on this. So yeah, like that. Well, this is clearly one of the flaws. Like, this level was not well thought out, or whatever spawn rate shenanigans they do. This was not well thought out. But yeah, the biomes are all different. They're all different. They all have their own unique little challenges. And the challenges aren't hard, which is probably for the best, to be honest. Like... it's for the best. Fuck you, game. But because the challenges, like, the challenges are unique, but they're not that unique. Like, that's the problem. It's not enough to make the game not feel different. Sorry, it's not enough to make the game feel different. As you descend through these biomes and do all these challenges, like, in isolation, every single one of these challenges is fun. Like, they are. Every single challenge in isolation is fun. But it's that in isolation that gets you. This game is very repetitive. Like, I'd be surprised if too many people watched this all the way to the end, because on that whole, like, day-to-day basis, these episodes didn't really change very much. Which is partially why that mystery at the end... One of every skull. What? Okay, that... One of every skull? How many different skulls are there? There's 5? See, this quest feels like it's the last one. Because he was like, hey, have you checked out the bottom of the cave? But yeah, the mystery of everything being tied together is definitely the strength here. Like, it is definitely the strength. It is 100% why I'm still dragging bones around. Like, this one, I think this one requires you to be down here. Because of all the different types of skull. She just gives a hint. One of each skull. Okay. I think this might be the only place that you can do this. Are there 4 or are there 5 skulls? That's funny. This is basically a cheap. So yeah, the biggest flaw that I find with this game is that really I probably should have stopped playing it a while ago. Like, somewhere around the middle of the mushroom biome, I was kind of done. Kind of. I wasn't 100% done yet. But I was close. And I think that's unfortunate, but I think what it means is that they shouldn't have gone as far as they did. But I don't know. Like, that is very much a that's your opinion, man, kind of moment, I think. Because I did have fun. It's just like there were occasionally those moments where I was like, can I be done with this now? Like, those moments definitely happened. Are there 4 skulls? That looked buggy. Oh, that is the quest. And now we go back. And we hope this is the last quest and something big happens. The thing though is at this point I have a feeling there's nothing big's gonna happen. Like, because we could be, like, at a certain point we can just randomly generate quests all we fucking want. Like, it's not hard to do, to generate a requirement for a skeleton. That's the last of my request, kid. Alright. There's nothing to do, so I can set my controller down and talk. Because we are an hour and 15 minutes in, and I might as well just make this an hour and a half long episode with 15 more minutes of rambling, because I think I can do that. So, what should I talk about at this point? So, as I said, this game's theme is great. It's why I like it more than anything else. And I think that is both unfortunate and fortunate, because if its theme wasn't good, then I wouldn't like the game. I think there's a lot of mechanics at play here that could have been a lot better, but also I don't know if I would have liked them. Like, so let's talk about these guys. These guys right here, because I didn't actually put down my controller. I love these things. These things are great. I used them like 4 times. And therein lies the issue, right? Like, there's this thing, we introduced it, it's interesting. I used it like 4 times. That's a guess. I used more than 4 of them, but I think there were like 4 different levels that I used them. It might have been 3. It might have been 2. I think it was 3. Either way, I don't know the exact number, but that number is very, very low. And it's because this setup where I have to talk with these guys, and then I have to take this and jam it on an elevator, and I can only carry as many as I can put on the elevator, and then some levels are going to require those, and some are going to require these. Like, okay, well, I'm also going to need a light, maybe. I mean, I know I'm not in the end, but like, I'm carrying 2 of each, and I can fit like a couple more on here, maybe somewhere. But like, now this elevator's fucking unusable. Like, I actually can't close the door now. Yep, can't close the door. I'm trying really hard. So, my point is, these mechanics, these extra mechanics that they added to effectively combat the area that you were in. So the lights to combat the guys that would eat the skeletons, the supports to prevent collapsing, which weren't necessarily biome specific, and the bridges, which honestly were introduced in Magma Land, but were more often used in the Abyss, which might be okay, because I think you got the ability to buy them after the Abyss. Like, those things are just really interesting, but not well utilized. Like, the dynamite guy, useless. Okay, that's not true. But I did buy dynamite, but only because there was the one level that you needed like fucking 12 of them. Like, that's basically what this game boils down to. Is a lot of its mechanics are interesting, but underused. But you're glad that they're underused, because if they were overused, you'd hate it, because it's inconvenient. If you had like baskets on the sides of this elevator, and you just had like a button that restocked all of them, that would be amazing. Or if you never actually had to buy them and you could just pull them off of the elevator as much as you wanted, that would be interesting. And on top of that, you could then actually need to use them more. Like, you can't put supports up everywhere, or you won't have any place to dig for bones. Like, so having an infinite supply of them isn't actually as useful as it sounds. But it allows for an interesting dynamic where, like, hey, this is the area, like, you can put sand or rock or whatever over the place where the dinosaur is, where it's the skeleton that you have to make, the plan, I forget what they called it. The schematic? I think they called it a schematic. You can put it over where the schematic is on the ground, and then you just put these and, lay out. It feels like a dig. Now, that might be a little bit tedious. I will admit that one. That might be a little bit tedious. But that's kind of my point, though, is there's an extra idea there that lets you utilize some of these mechanics that you couldn't really utilize before. The fact that all these things cost $100 never meant anything to me at all. I've always had more money than that. And it's between either finding it or submitting quest skeletons. So the game is also kind of forcing you to submit quest skeletons. Now you can get money from non-quest skeletons, you can do that. But I think I did it like twice, and it was to get rid of bones. Like, I think I did it once to see what would happen if I did it. So, like, I don't know if that one really counts. Like, I was just curious, like, oh, okay, since submit skeleton, I did, and I got money. I think there was one like full complete set of those triangles or something somewhere, or no, it was just the curved spines that I just submitted as a skeleton because it counted. Like, that sort of thing, funny, but not actually useful. So the money mechanic in this game is pointless. There's exactly zero incentive to do the money mechanic in this game. Every single time you die, you lose 50 coins. Oh no. Like, that's it. I never felt money pains once in this entire run. I got low once when I bought, like, what was it? I bought like 14, yeah, because I bought the 12 of these, or whatever it was. That's the only time I felt like kind of money pained, and because I also bought some bridges at the same time or something. Like, that's it. That's the only time I felt like I might run out of money, and I still had 3,000 left. I don't even know how I accrued that much money to begin with, but I did. Like, whoops. Now, with the money mechanics being bad, and the things that you buy with them being good but not used well enough because using them too much with the game in this state would be bad, like, all of that is like this weird complicated, you'd have to playtest it and you'd have to mess with stuff, right? But like, honestly, I think that would make the game more fun and more interesting, and it would let you do more with the level design, right? Like, it lets you feel like the environment is more of a plaything rather than a burden. And I think that's important, because while the levels themselves, like, if we go and we look at all the different levels, okay, if we look at the levels from here, we can see that there are a bunch of, like, there's a lot of variance in the way they're shaped, and it gets more varied as you go. Like, it gets weirder as we go, is basically how I'm looking at it. Like, this one, huge, but I enjoyed that level. There was a lot of moving around. This one was, there's a lot more to some of these levels than it immediately looks like. But imagine what you could do if you had, like, infinite access to some of these things. Like, sure, some of these become much more trivial, but you can start designing levels to be more difficult or harder, as long as you keep in mind, like, you know, you have to playtest it. You keep in mind the limits of some of these things, right? Like, you can just have more stuff, right? Like, you can say, hey, you know, you have, like, there's a whole bunch of rock. You have to find where the dinosaur skeleton is. You know, have to trace the line and look around and try and locate where it is you actually need to go. Like, that sort of stuff is more interesting, I think. So that's kind of my general problem with the way these secondary mechanic things are set up. They were cool. There was a lot of potential there, and I was disappointed that they weren't utilized more in a way that was useful. Like, just even having a dark area in one of the later caves so that you could bring a light and it would be not terrible. Like, that'd be great. The one, like, entirely dark level was horrible. And I did the entire thing just by running around with a light. Like, I just grabbed a light and ran around. So, like, there's some things there that could be interesting. Like, maybe one of the things you could do is use some of your money and give an incentive for money mechanics or for the gems, is use them to upgrade your equipment. So that, like, these power-ups, love them. These power-ups are great. I'm so glad they gave all three of them to us. But it would be neat to do something like be able to buy these with gems, right? Like, maybe not full-on pickaxe break everything, but, like, you know, double its power or increase its power by 1 and, like, make it so that you can hammer through stuff, or slowly increase your movement speed or your fossil drag speed, right? Like, that's all this stuff that you see here effectively amounts to a waste of my time. And that's the part that kind of drives me a little crazy. Like, we've got a lot of gems, and the fact that gems could unlock stuff was cool. I liked that a lot, especially when it started. I like that there are different gems. I think that's also cool. These statues, really interesting. Why don't they do anything? Maybe if you had all the statues and you brought them to one place, they would do something. That could be cool. Like, help uncover the story of this journal that we got everything. Okay, this is just a thing. Like, this is interesting. Like, this whole using things and the story. Like, there's a lot just kind of in that journal that isn't entirely explained. There's, like, the story of missing scientists that never gets resolved. Like, that sort of stuff is really unfortunate to me. And it feels like it's wasted potential. Because I like when stories have resolution. Like, don't get me wrong, I think putting the giant skeleton together at the end was really cool. I thought that was fun. But it was a little underwhelming. Like, I was expecting, you know, oh, we, you know, got the elevator. Or, I don't know. Maybe the trapped the trapped scientists were down there. Like, they found each other and were trapped, but, you know, something about us putting the skeleton together and making it disappear freed them, right? Like, that would be cool. Like, maybe they were trapped under the skull, like, just like we couldn't get up on the elevator, they were trapped under, like, part of the bone there, and we had to make it disappear for them to be able to escape. That would be a great ending. And it doesn't even have to be that. Maybe we do find out that they died. Maybe we find their skeletons down there. But there's no resolution, there's no acknowledgement of it. And that comes to I think what I'll talk about last in this one. This is a multiplayer game. You've seen me load in all the time and pick up a person there. Like I've picked this character from a menu that allows for 3 other people to join. That's fun, but I've never played this multiplayer, and I don't think I ever would. Like, this is chaos with 1 person. I can't imagine 4. And as far as I can tell, there's no online play on this one. So this is all local, and that would be crazy. You cave-ins all the time. Like, maybe that's what this game is actually supposed to be. A giant party game where you're trying to put together skeletons, but everything just keeps exploding around you. Like, and with 1 person, it's just more controlled. So maybe I'm just completely missing the point of this game, and playing it single player is not at all the point. Or maybe the problems with multiplayer are just exactly the same as the single player problems, except you know, get to do it at, I don't know, twice the pace, right? You can play the game for half the time. I don't know. But I think in the end, what I have to say about this game is, while I enjoyed it, I definitely played it for longer than I probably should have. Because while I was enjoying it nominally, the mystery that was upholding this, like, I wanted to fill out the journal pages. I wanted to see some sort of ending. Like, I was hoping for that. And unfortunately, I got disappointed. Which, I mean, to say that's disappointing is just obviously, I was disappointed. It was disappointing. But, like, that makes the time that I've spent thus far feel worse. And I still feel okay about it because I'm recording it, I'm putting it up on my channel for you guys to watch and hopefully listen to. I actually don't even know what kind of viewership this series has. But, as I said, I decided to take this game and run with it from the bundle for Racial Justice and Equality, and I'm not sad about that. I definitely got my money's worth out of this game. I can't say that I didn't, because I paid pennies for it. Fractions of pennies, arguably. So it's one of those things that, in the long run, this isn't going to hurt me. I did enjoy myself while I was playing it. I wish it had a better ending, but that's how sometimes these things go. And as I said, in the long run, I had fun. I'll look back on this game and be like, yeah, I played that game. It was pretty decent. I don't think I'd play it again, but, you know, I have that experience. And if for whatever reason, a bunch of my friends come over and they're like, yeah, we want to put together a bunch of dinosaurs, I'll have something for them until Death Ground comes out and we are running away from dinosaurs that are actually alive. So yeah, it's interesting for sure. And I think that depending on what you're looking for from a game, this could be this could be the right game for you. But for me, I think that I'm glad it's over. I'm not like ecstatic, so I'm like, oh, finally, I don't have to record any more of these. That's definitely not the case. I've looked forward to recording these, but I'm definitely also looking forward to being able to put a bunch of new games onto the channel in its stead. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this entire series. I did, in fact, take us past an hour and a half, but I think, hopefully, I have expressed my feelings towards this game accurately, or at least accurately enough that you will know whether or not it is for you. With that, I will say adieu, and I will see you next week for whatever I decide to put on the channel on Sunday. I am looking forward to it. I do not know about you, but it's going to be something fun, I'm sure. I've got a lot of stuff in the wings that I wanted to put on the channel, so I'll see you next time, but until then, keep your gears turning.